Keep it on the logo, drop a bag and get a nigga buried. Lil' bro, since shots out through your car, he think he's Stephen Curry. I done dropped the 8 inside my soda, that mean my drink is dirty. I'm getting more money in the streets than Ross, I got these chicken servers. They run the strippers to the studio, just give me service. I'ma put my trust inside this studio, go 7:30. Say with my demons every day, these niggas good at murking. Dropping a ticket on the day they tried to play with smirking. Ain't be cool with niggas, I can't vouch for niggas, how they move. Do you like rules, Chris? Got my shoe to turn you to some food. I'm in the cat, I'm in the churches, I'm with the demons, I'm in the zoo. I'm bringing out the rest, I'm going buying the chain, cost cool. I bought 5 hotel rooms to put my clothes up from the mall. Niggas turn to raccoons and we crushing them like a car. My young bitch better take a charge, fuck another broad. It ain't no Rico case gon' stop another body from dropping. How many bodies niggas got? How many they got? Mad Max, Max, Mad Max.
Run up on niggas like
Mad Max,
get down like
Mad Max,
on his ass.
Mad Max, Mad Max.
I got my stick out, leaving the bitch out. Tell bro ETA to my slot. I could've been part of that Rico. I called Thug and told him every nigga I shot. Whenever it's war, you never see main names. You gotta get everybody he got. Take off a ski mask, pray on the phone with the E-man to get close to Allah. Fail my driver test, pop out in the middle of the street, ain't parked the car. Had to rob a nigga, I know he changed the bag and said it's off. Every nigga around me had dad, I paid the bills up for they mama. Grab the cannon, grab the Uzi, spin that bitch like DJ. I don't be admit no crimes, say my name's on blogs, the men they die. I'm too trench, you can claim that body, I'm never meant to slime. I never blackball none of y'all bitch ass niggas, them rappers ain't doing no crime. I'm the voice, I got choice to let you live or get you slime. I spent 100 at weapons, on Pat I'ma get in my weapons. He can have that nigga expensive, big threaten him down to get you. That switch shit bound to get you. Free Mac, we flying to get you. One nigga ain't die, he crippled. You ain't know he's gon' get you, did you? He ain't keep his pistol. How him shake when it hit you.
Mad Max, Mad Max.
Let's go.
Mad Max.
Run up on him like
Mad Max.
kill his ass like
Mad Max.
hunt him down like
Mad Max.
keep it going like
VIBESHIP TV, it's a vibe. What's good? What's good? It's your boy Dreyking live in the building.
What's going on? It's laid like the chips, yes sir.
It's your boy Brock all day.
And y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all need to tap in, tune in, man. Go subscribe to VIBESHIP TV. Streaming on all platforms right now.
Right now.
Spotify, Apple, Google, every platform out there. So, But we got a special guest in the building, man. Health and fitness, man. We want everybody out there to stay healthy, but in order to do so, you do need a coach. So we got a major big coach in the building, you know what I'm saying? He gonna represent, tell you a few things, few tricks to the trade on how to get your body healthy and the best shape in the world. So, man, introduce yourself, big dog.
Man, it's Rob Boatwright, Coach Grind Hard Training, man. You already know what it is. We here, we live, we in full effect, man. Coach Grind, man. Hey, we here, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on. Dre, Lay, Brock, man, we here, we live in full effect. When Lay sent me that message, like, yo, I'm like, yo, come on now, we here, man, we here. Hey, Next Level University.
Hey, shout out to Next Level University.
For sure. I'm glad you're here too, brother. We're gonna kick it off real quick. I'm gonna start it off anyway. So we want to know the beginning. So let me ask you, what inspired you to become a gym owner, and how do you get started in the fitness industry?
So how I got started specifically in the fitness industry. So like ever since I was younger, I used to, you 10, 11, 12, 13, that's when your imagination is the highest. You be like, yo, I'm going to drive that Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to own this place. So I used to always say, yo, when I get older, like it wasn't like, even though I was an athlete, I wasn't ever like, oh, I want to be a football player. I want to be a basketball player. My favorite sport was baseball. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm currently on that right now too, just like the adult league. But I always when I was younger, I always like, yo, I want to be a trainer. I want to train people. I want to train athletes. I want to do sports training. And then as I got older, high school, college, it really gravitated towards the sports realm. Like, I want to be a pro player. And our dream kind of faded. But my brother and I, my mom and dad, they bought us a weight set when I was younger. And we used to go crazy on our weight set. And check this out, I was like 8. so I couldn't go in there by myself. I couldn't wait till mom and dad dipped. I'm like, y'all need to leave so I can go hit that bench press.
So I'm gonna challenge myself.
Man, so my brother and I, like, man, it was 200, 300 push-ups every night. You feel what I'm saying? We was holding each other accountable. I got a brother 5 years older than me, so when I was 8, he was about 13. When I was 10, he's about 15. We on it. You do a set, I do a set. And then, like, it just all comes together. So, like, when I was younger, I wanted, and then once I got to college, University of Pittsburgh, I had the best strength and conditioning staff on the planet. You feel what I'm saying? If they wasn't the best, they were up there, top tier. Top tier. They teach you everything about the body, and they was aggressive. Like, whenever you train, you got to train the right way and a structure. So, like, they seen I tapped into that. Like, I was tapped into training. Like, and then, you know, when I came to Pitt, I was new, and then, like, you know, as the years went on, the newer guys came in, and then they were like, "Hey, yo, look, boat right, you take these through," and I'm like, "Oh, all right, bet." Look, we got this, we got that, you know, everything that's written on the board, because there's 3 strength and conditioning coaches. It might be 45 people in the room. You know, you only got a couple set of eyes. So I would they'd tell me, man, take these guys, let them know what to do, show them how it's supposed to be done. And then, like, when I wasn't holding at my end of the stick, coach would be like, "Boat right, could you fucking help me out?" Like, but, like, he gave me the keys, and then I start tapping into that. You feel what I'm saying? Whenever I came to realization, like, okay, like, all right, these league dreams, they don't look too promising or too realistic right now. You know, I feel like I was good, everything, but, you know, it's a lot of politics. I was a walk-on, and, you know, there was a whole lot that came with that. But when it came to that weight room, oh yeah, that was your domain. Oh, that was my domain. That was my domain, and then that's how I got my name for real. Like, cause I just remember hearing that everybody say it all the time, like, man, Boat, you be grinding, man. Like, Boat be grinding, like, and then, like, I just took that.
It stuck with you.
It stuck with me. Like, everybody know when they see me in that weight room, they was like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Like,
the New York people would be saying, they be like, man, go get this money. Yeah, I mean, that's what they say when they go work out. A lot of New York people are like, go get this money.
Yeah.
You just need to get that money.
So after that, after I graduated college, boom. That's probably like the next couple days. Like, I went to the strip district. It was a gym down there. My sister-in-law, she had lost like 56.
This episode is sponsored by Eon Bar and Grill.
Down low, down low, down low. I like my top lit back, lit back. I got you, nigga. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. Hey, I'm shutting the whole block down. Hey, here comes trouble, homie. I'ma tell you how the king like to ride, homeboy. I like my beat down low and my top lit back. You see me ride 24. Hey, shop, hey, holla at you like you're getting wood high. And your top lit back if you're real sick high. And your window bitch black. I like my beat down low and my top lit back. You see me ride 24. Hey, shop, hey, holla at you like you're getting wood high. And your top lit back if you're real sick high. And your window bitch black.
60 pounds down there. And they had trainers down there. It's called Freedom Fitness, owned by Charles Cook. Okay. So, like, you know, I went down there and talked to him straight up. Look, I just got out of college. Man, this is my lane. This is what I want to do. I fell right into it. You feel what I'm saying? I was a communication major. I used to think about, like, what I'm going to do, be on the news. I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know what I want to do.
That's everything, though.
Yeah.
I should have took that class when I was in college, but communication, because that goes with every hand in hand with everything. If you can be a great communicator, you can do everything.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I fell right into it. Boom, I went down there and talked to Charles Cook, and he's a very, very successful entrepreneur right now, and he just gave me a shot. I told him who I was and what I wanted to do. Boom, he said, all right, you're going to be assistant trainer for a week. After that, you're going to get your schedule, and you're going to be on board. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm taking everything that I learned from the strength and conditioning program with Coach Dave Andrews, Coach Austin Addington Strap, Coach Frank. Man, they gave me the game, and, like, it made me passionate about it. I'm just like, yo, I was, you know, dealing with some high level people. Yeah. So, you know, I went down there, and then my thing was, after a while, I said, I don't want to train athletes. I want to train the general public. Like, athletes, they want to get better. They want to get stronger. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm real heavy on transformations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, watch people, oh, yo, you was an alcoholic. You don't drink no more.
So those are challenges for you. That's why you want to do the general public.
Yeah.
Because they, like you said, like people like, that has, problems per se or addictions or something like that. You want to see the transformation.
Yeah.
So that's what you, okay, I understand.
Yeah, wanted to see the transformation. So, man, the transformation is so big to me. So after I was down there for about 8 months, and training, getting familiar, building my network, and everything was cool. I was learning and just really getting experience. I got 20, 25 people in the room, and they all looking at me. Okay, y'all warm up. Okay, this is what we got first. This is what we got next. So it's just like that experience, like of having these people in the room following you, and you got to be the leader. You got to do things right. Your energy got to be right. You feel me? So that was like my stepping stone to get. That was like my first stepping stone to getting it. And then like once I started learning, like okay, there's multiple ways to train. There's multiple games. Well, there's a specific way to build strength. There's a specific way, healthy way to build muscle. So after I started like studying a little bit, I kind of really didn't correlate with their style of training down there. Right. And that's when I broke off and I said, yo, I'm gonna start the business. I'm gonna start the business. Yeah.
That's so dope.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's dope.
So I'm about to say, talking about that, I want to ask you this. Can you share any success stories of clients who have achieved significant results through your training and fitness programs?
Absolutely, man. It's a plethora of them. Like, man, women came to me like, yo, Rob, I ain't had my menstrual cycle in 2 years. Now you hold me accountable. We training, week in, week out. Lost 40 pounds, and now this is the first time I had a menstrual cycle in 2 years.
That's crazy.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, dang. She's like, you help me do that. I'm like, man, that's man, it's
that
great.
was your gift to you.
Yeah. I got my cousin's wife right now. She's a stroke victim. And when I got her, like, she could barely do anything. Like, and when I got her, I said, we did a consultation, and like we did a consultation, and we came in the gym for 10 minutes, and then I'm just like, okay, let's see what you can do. She can barely do anything. Like, she couldn't get up off the ground. Like, if she laid flat down on the ground, she had to grab something, get up off the ground.
To pull herself up.
Yeah, pull herself up, and it was a method to do it. Like, she had to get a chair or a box. Now, like, she's getting up the ground easy. She couldn't do a squat, nothing. Now she's squatting easy. Like,
You mobilized her.
Man.
That's hard.
man,
Facts, that's all.
she gained so much strength because her, whenever you have a stroke, whatever side, you might have a stroke on your left side now.
Can't use it. I know I had family definitely had a stroke. Like, she had multiple strokes, and I definitely know what that's like, just seeing her in her process. Now she's better, but I seen her where she couldn't really move. Then my girl, her grandma had a stroke. She took care of her for like a year. So I definitely know what that's like for them like that. That's crazy that you brought her back to life like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful.
Yeah, man. I got ladies now, like they just really came in with like no confidence, like, vulnerable, and I'm just like, it's my duty to take care of them, and this is, everybody had their job, so it's my duty to take care of them. So like one of my ladies now, she was another one. She came in, she like, I could tell she was like very discouraged, but like she was willing to go. Like she couldn't do a squat, her knees was messed up, shoulders, her whole posture. Now, and she's probably deadlifting 135 pounds. The other day, we just cracked 350 on the deadlift.
That's dope.
Yep, she got 5 kids. Like, she was like very sporadic about everything, like when we first started training, but like just one day at a time. Boom, 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 boom. One day at a time. Got there. Yep, another one of my ladies, she was consistent. She's very consistent. We probably started off deadlifting about 115 pounds. She just cracked 305 the other day.
Bro, you giving me an idea right now for your business.
going on?
You gotta let me like shoot a marketing video of them. You gotta get them all in one room, and then not interview them, but it's like clips of their testimonies for your gym, and you put those videos on your website or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be like a clip. Like I know you see my content, like you know how I be talking real quick, but it's like them doing that. But they're like, you know, Rob, such and such, help me with such and such, and then we shorten it into like 1 minute. The whole video through, and then they be like all these testimonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah, definitely. Man, my absolutely. We gotta talk more about that.
Yeah, we gotta talk. I didn't want to talk too much, but yeah.
Yeah. My one favorite one was like, you know, I had a kid and he was about 13 years old, 12, 13 years old. He came. He was probably about 5'5", 250 pounds, and like he was just like a young obese kid. You feel what I'm saying? But he was so smart. Like I could, like even talking to him through dialogue, I can tell he was smart. But like I could see it in his eyes. Like I'm like, dog, this dude is smart, and like you know, he's hungry. You feel what I'm saying? And I got the transformation pictures of him. Like man, it looked like he didn't drop the whole person. Like you feel what I'm like, yo, it was one of those rare cases where I'm like. He came in, I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then now, like, through studying, through good people around you, and just learning and being patient with people, bro. Like, he probably, I don't know if this is the exact number, but he probably lost, like, I'll say, like, 38 pounds. And, like, our conversation switched. I can hear the confidence. I can hear, like, the force, the confidence. I can hear everything in his voice that, you know, he always truly wanted to say, and that person he truly wanted to be. But, you know, he came in, his grandma's big, his mom is big, and I would always drop, and I could see like, okay, this is a genetic thing, and I would always drop gems on him. I'm like, yo, look, whenever you go home, you tell your mom, look, we ain't eating those double stacked pancakes. Look, you gonna get you an apple, an orange, and some grapes for breakfast. And like, he start telling her that. He started telling his grandma that. You know what I'm saying? He start expressing that to them. Like, yo, he knew what being healthy was about. Like, he knew, cause you know, little chubby kids walk around every day.
I was one of them.
They don't care about health. they just young, chubby. They like, all right, whatever. Yes. Like he knew he was on it. He knew I'm unhealthy. I'm coming to train hard every day. All his lifts was going up all crazy. He was very, very anal about his training.
Well, since he's young though, he's more ambitious though. Young people more. They just need somebody to guide that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you gave him that spark.
Let me ask you real quick. Is there any requirements that one would have that you require from the person that seeks, their help from you, for you to train them? Like, what is there any requirement for you? Do you say like, they have to have a certain standard, like a mindset, or you don't care? It doesn't matter.
I do care. The thing about me is mindset. Like Lay said, the thing about me is the mindset, and this is me in general with people, and this is what my trainees. Don't come to me with no weak ass energy. Like, don't come to me with no Don't come to me like, okay, if you spilling your testimony, I'm gonna sit there and listen. Like, okay, I need to know some of your testimony so I can know how to treat you. I know how to talk to you. Like if you like, yo, look, like I got this thing where when I was younger, everybody hollered at me. And now that traumatized me. I know like to speak to you in a softer tone, and I know not to like raise my voice, even though sometimes in the gym, that's what it requires. Go, you got it. You feel what I'm saying? But that is like the platform right there. Look, whenever we start training, and I tell you, okay, this is what we got today, there ain't no weak energy in the room. One thing, because that goes a long way. You telling you. If I say, yo, we got lunges, and you say, man, I hate lunges, man. Last time we did lunges, I was sore for 2 days. Like, first of all, you're telling yourself that. You're telling yourself that, and your body really
responds to what you tell them.
Yeah, your body can't really like respond like, "Hey, yo, look, I was just playing," or "I was just saying that." No, your body starts to think that you hate lunges. And
so every time you do them,
that's what's gonna happen.
You're not gonna get the same effort.
Yep.
I'm a big mad person too, but that's definitely what you said.
Yeah, man. So whenever I be like, yo, look, we gotta have that mindset. You gotta come in and tell yourself, hey, yo, look, hard, easy, mediocre is up, and then the energy, because I do a lot of group training. So and then I train a lot of ladies too. You know how ladies is. You might be like,
I'm sore.
Oh, I'm sore. Oh, I'm sore too.
Oh, wait. No offense, ladies, but good. Carry on.
Yeah, no offense, ladies. Not all ladies, because I do got some very aggressive. Yes, I do. I do got some very aggressive ladies out there. Hey, shout out Shay, shout out Cam, man. I got some very aggressive ladies out there.
Would you say they raised by men? That aggressive like that? I see a lot of women that is like they raised by men. They got a little aggressiveness to them.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, all I'm saying is right now in the genre right now, it's a lot of horror women.
But they're sweethearts. But when it come to lifting that weight, they with it. But they sweethearts. They'll give you the shirt off their back. They'll ride you to Pittsburgh and Virginia tonight. You feel what I'm saying? And they gonna ask you all right? You good? You want to stop and use the bathroom? Like they sweethearts. But yeah, man, to like cap off that question, man, it's the energy, because I don't want that to rubbing off on nobody. You be like, oh man, my arms hurt from yesterday. Man too. Then you see the domino effect we just created. Right. We was just doing something productive and aggressive, positive, and now everybody's arms hurt. Nah, we still here. We still live. We still in full effect.
We just started a whole domino effect. We can't have no bad domino effect. We gotta have a good domino effect.
That goes into like my next question. Like, what roles does the nutrients play in your fitness program, and how does it help your clients in healthy eating? Like, everybody's on the health thing. I feel like we're in the world we live in today. We are at a conscious level of eating. Like, people are being more aware, like, dang, I know this ain't right for me. Like, I take CMOS personally, you know what I'm saying? I took some elderberry personally, and I ain't gonna lie, CMOS is definitely,
CMOS and elderberry. Can we hit one of them for CMOS and elderberry?
Man, it worked, bro. It worked.
Man.
So. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know people like, oh, that's nasty. I'm like, man, bro, listen, whatever nasty work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how do you want to receive it? But I feel like it ain't nasty to me no more, because it's like, I need that. Yeah. I need that because I'm now immune. I need that. Like, if I don't get that, I'd be mad. Like, damn, I ain't take my CMOS today.
I feel like when you say that, they should be able to interpret, like, okay, this tastes nasty. Henny tastes nasty.
Yeah, facts.
Yep. And don't ever act like don't ever try like it tastes good.
No. You be like,
I used to be a certified Henny drinker. I drank it until I was like, okay, I can't taste it no more. You know what I'm saying? So that says it all.
Yeah. It don't taste good. Facts until it get.
Bro, it don't taste good at all. It's just,
but you still drinking it though, just to get that little buzz.
So it's like, we need to use that same mentality in
food.
Yeah, for sure. That and nutrients, you might as well, because it's like, this is going to help me live longer, and I'm going to be more energetic. This is going to have me energetic for like 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah. And then I'm going to be drained for the next day.
So just me.
Nah, you right.
Just me asking that question, the only reason why, because I do patients to Dr. Savy. I am following his son. Herbs, and fruits and vegetables really heals the body. But I just want to hear your take on it.
Yeah. You mentioned CMOS with the 94 of 102 vitamin minerals that the body need, like zinc, selenium, phosphorus, iron, vitamin A, B, C, D, vitamin A through Z. You feel what I'm saying? Man, the CMOS is important, and just for men, for women, like a scoop of that, and it's crazy, like. A scoop of that, you'll really feel that through, man. It'll get you wired.
You'll be like, oh, I'm really up though.
It'll get you wired.
I take 2 of them joints.
Man.
2 scoops.
It'll get you wired. And like Lay was saying, like, man, whenever, and I'm gonna answer your question, but like Lay was saying, like, yo, we gotta stop eating for taste and eat for health benefits. You feel what I'm saying? And then once it's all a mind thing. Again, it's all a mind thing. And just don't do things for the instant gratification and the instant pleasure, but do it for health benefits. And once you start thinking of it like that, you'll start actually liking the things. I guarantee you. I can guarantee you, because your mindset is shifted. Like if you be like, okay, look, I don't like practice, but I know I need to get better. So I just keep going to practice. Like, your mind and your body is going to really start to think like, yo, I'm starting to like practice. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you think about that long-term effect and even the perspective of liking it, like, oh, I like this. You're going to gravitate towards it more closer and heavier. So it's just better. But like the nutrients, it goes hand in hand with it. As far as fruits, vegetables, fruit, which is the fruit of life. Vegetables, which is life. We should be eating living things because we are alive.
Yeah.
We are alive, and we are breathing. Not if you grab you go to the market right now, you grab a bag of apples. That apple is alive. That apple 3 days later, the stem might look different.
Yo, literally, if you leave an apple on the table, bro, with it cut open, it starts to die. You can see the color changing.
Yep.
I'd be like, bro, that's wild. And then my monk tells me that. He said they call this the food body. They call it the food body, but whatever you eat becomes you. That's
You
what
are
he
what
said.
you eat.
Yeah, like it becomes you. Like, you know what I mean? So he's like, where did the food go? It became you. So whatever you putting in it, he's like, don't eat nothing cooked in the morning. He said it kills all the chromosomes in your food. Same thing with microwave food. He was like, you're supposed to eat something alive. Apple, banana, strawberry, something that's alive. Like, and I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. And he's right, because when I make my shakes in the morning, you be like, bro, I'm up. I don't need no coffee, no nothing. And I used to be a coffee drinker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like really a shaker now. Like, yeah, you know what I mean, I make them shakes, that bananas, that strawberries, that sea moss in there with that kale. Sometimes just kale and water and the sea moss.
Yep.
Well, that's like a shot of liquor for you. If you just do that, it's fire, bro.
It's a different kind of mixture.
Yep.
Yeah.
All living things. So that's what I'm saying. We are in living things, living. Now, if and I went through my process of going plant-based and everything. You know, I was on chicken, salmon, XYZ, and you know all the other foods like that. But you know, if we want the highest quality of life, we have to eat the highest quality. You know, we have to eat the things that are alive and living, and not things that are dead or things that are artificial and lab made. You feel what I'm saying? We might okay, just for snackers. Okay, people. Well, it could be a healthy snack, but for people that like, okay, honey buns, cookies. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that you eat, turn it over. Look at the ingredients.
It's facts.
If it's something in there that you cannot pronounce,
like, what the Colosseum? Like, what?
what is
He said phenomenal.
What that kill me?
what is maltodextrin? You feel what I'm saying? What is sulfur dioxide? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
That's the shit that they put it in to give it a shelf life.
Yeah, like,
Make it last until motherfucker pick it up.
preservatives.
Same thing about those potatoes, like McDonald's fries.
You
I
said
had to
like
learn
that?
about them.
You said it like that, it sounded like when they created the Powerpuff Girls. I don't think it was made the right way.
But yeah,
Chemical X, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So man, I preach that nutritional, and I don't like to use the word diet because it makes it feel as though it's like temporarily. No, this is longevity.
You feel
It's a
like
life.
it waters it down?
It waters it down because it's people that usually want to diet is the same people who are like, oh yo, look, Rob, I got a vacation in 4 months. Hey man, y'all can follow me on the socials, grind_hard_training1 or big grind. That's the music, BIGG_grind, man. Let's go. We here, we live, and we in full effect.
Listen, thinking, clothing brand, man, it's more than a brand. It's a movement, it's a lifestyle, it's a mentality, a way to think. Look, you can find us on just Instagram and Facebook right now, Thinking _mentality and Facebook banking. Website dropping soon. Get merch. Come join us on some events coming soon. Lot of story, right? So just come find out and see what we got going on.
Or they
3 months trying to get his shape real quick.
Yeah, it's my mom's wedding in May. You think I can lose 35 pounds in 2 months? You be like, what? I mean,
So
you
what
can.
What are you not going to
Yeah,
do? Nothing?
And man,
I hear that all the time when I first started in my gym life. It was like, they used to be like, yeah, bro, I'm about to get in shape, man. I'm about to go to Miami in 2 months. Like,
2 months?
Like, bro, I don't think you about to get those 6 packs. I mean, this take work, bro. If you want that, you need that thing for real. And then when you get it, you got to maintain it. You know what I'm saying?
one of the most famous quotes: "Anything worth having will not come by easy." You feel it? It's a process. Like if you go study for a course right now and you got to take a test at the end, it's gonna be days and nights. That course, you be like, man, close this up. Close. You know what I'm saying?
Life
know,
insurance.
It's going.
Yeah. Life insurance.
Bro, you gonna be battle
You should have
tested.
seen me. The day before my test, I was just like, bro, I made this face. I was like,
I don't know how it's going to happen.
so not even that. Just want some like, damn, I didn't think this shit was going to be this much, but I was like, I got to get this shit done type shit. And then that next day when I passed, bro, you would have thought I did a backflip in the middle of the living room. I was yelling and shit, loud as hell.
It's like,
God, bro, you would have thought I won the video game, bro.
You know, when you beat the video game, you be like, oh, I killed him, damn.
Beat San Andreas.
God, bro.
I got it.
Type shit, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was geeked.
Like you got paid something. Like,
spacing and everything. I was like,
yeah, I know how that feels. Swear.
Yeah, when they sign up, when people sign up, I give them a diet. I ask you, what's your goals? Because some people's gainers, some people's losers. I want to lose, I want to gain. Right. Some people's like, I want to balance and maintain. All right, I send you a guide in correlation. Like I sent you, Lay.
I already know.
Yep, I send you a guide in correlation to your goals. You be like, okay, I want to get lean. All right, I'm going to send you the lean guide, and I want you to look over the lean guide, and then we're going to get on the phone, and we're going to talk about how we're going to structure this. You feel what I'm saying? And the best way for us to do it. And you know, I'm plant based, so I be biased. I be throwing all the plant based.
Bro, he was on something. I ain't gonna stop. What you got me on right now though? I got dairy free yogurt, bro. I've been tearing that shit up. Fast. So I'll put my berries, my granola, and I'll put honey in it. But like I was already eating yogurt, but I was like, yeah, let me switch it out. And I had it this morning actually before I went to go cut grass.
That's crazy because
busting it out. Got done in like 30-40 minutes for
like my trainer that I definitely got he got a whole app and everything, send you everything. You put all your information, your weight, your size, all that. So he just send it to me, and he'll send it to my email, and I'm able to look through my eye. Then he got the check marks on the days on what I'm supposed to do for my workouts. So that's dope that you got it set up like that. But I am like looking at Dr. Sabi's guide, and I'm like, yo, where do you get some of this herbs at? I'm like, because there's certain foods in there, bro, like that's not. There's mad stuff that's not in there that I be eating. I be like, bro, I'm eating kind of the wrong way a little bit, like. But the way his guide is, like, it's a straight alkaline diet. It's straight alkaline diet, and that's what the body really needs for your muscles and everything. Your body needs oxygen to knock out all that mucus in your system. That's the disease for everybody that Dr. Sabi went to court for. So it's like the disease is there's only one disease is mucus.
Yep.
Whenever you got arthritis, it's piled up mucus wherever that's at. You got something in your lungs that's piled up mucus in there.
Cancer.
So it's like cancer is a piled up mucus wherever it's at. So when you taking that sea moss, you go on the alkaline diet, that's basically flushing out that all that mucus in your thing, like it's in your glands and all that. So wherever it's at. Now you're walking them through a complete personal process with the client. That's dope.
And yep. And you know that's because it goes hand in hand. Everybody want to look. We work hard. We want to look. We deserve to look good. Everybody, and then when you look good, you're more confident. When you're more confident, you perform better. If you a performer and you know your stuff, you confident, you're gonna perform better. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever realm you're in, you're gonna perform better. So that's a lot of the reason why people work out. Some people will be like, okay, I want to get healthy. Some people are like, all right, I want to look good. A new one I've been hearing a lot more common. I want to look good while I'm naked when I'm with my sister.
Like,
I want to look good while I'm naked. I'm like, all right. And then they fall back like, but I love pizza. Hey, it be like boom, 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 uppercut, but I love pizza.
That's me, low key, bro.
I ain't a lot of
Pizza
pizza.
is my favorite food, bro.
One of my favorite food,
Once
too.
if I pizza hands down, I can eat that till I'm purple with the face, bro. Like pizza has always been
Say top
It's
10,
like a
bro.
go-to, like, yeah, get that
number
fire
one,
pizza.
bro. Nothing over it.
But you in the middle of transition yourself. Tell me about that, bro.
Oh yeah, I am vegan, but I just
No, going into
you
it.
know, going into it 3 weeks, but I do got a confession.
Torch something out there.
I
Them wings is fire.
Bro, it's a process.
It's a process. Practice.
He's transitioning, though. He's
It's
transitioning.
definitely a process, and like I was just talking with Lay the other day, and it's a process, bro. Like you said, turning over, it's a lifestyle. Eating healthy is a lifestyle, and I think that's what people got to really understand it, especially when they do, going into the workout, bro. A lot of people, like you were saying, like, oh, I want to look good. I want to look good because I'm about to go on vacation in the next 4 months or whatever. But it's a lifestyle, bro. After you come back from vacation, you don't still, do you still want to look good? You know?
Yeah,
So you have to start, training yourself on being consistent and what's, making yourself look good. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling Lay too. For me personally, I'm an eater. I like to eat. You know what I mean? And before I learned about the vegan diet and what the process and how healthy it is for you, like this shit blew my mind. You know what I mean? Because I came up on soul food. The greens, the corn, all different types of meat. Yeah, cornbread. You know what I'm saying? And it ham. It just that's been my way of life. You know what I mean? So to actually transition from that, it's difficult. It's difficult. But once you start it, and like you said, you start to see and feel the effects of how it works for you, then I think it becomes a little bit easier for you to make that transition and to make it consistently a part of your lifestyle. You know what I mean? So and that's working out too, in your workout regimen too, because that's part of the lifestyle too. You know what I mean? That eating right and taking care of your body, working out, that goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Before Lay asks this question,
Man, give me some.
Oh yeah,
Man, hey man, big ups to you for initiating that and making that step, bro. Because like you said, it's not easy. When that's all you know, you feel me? And you an eater too. Yep. That's all you know, and just like you might go to Graham's house or your cousin's house, and that keeps reminding you. You feel what I'm saying? You probably, I don't know if you surround yourself with the people that you surround yourself with might not even be on that type of time. So for you to make that step and initiate, bro, just keep going, bro. You got it. Facts.
for sure.
I was just about to say that before you ask this question. It's like, bro, I never forget when I stopped eating pork. Bro, no homo, bro. I never forget, bro. I was eating pork like real heavy, bro. I started like bleeding, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, bro. I went to the hospital and they done checked me out and then I was like, bro, I'm done eating pork. I started eating pork, bro. That shit never happened to me again. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, maybe that shit was fucking with my insides. But it was just like, bro, I ain't eat pork for a long, long time. But me, bro, I don't barely be eating. Like, I eat, but I only eat when my body tell me to.
Great.
So it's like,
Great.
I don't eat in the morning, bro. I'll eat like one orange before I go to the gym as I'm going out the door. Or it might be a banana. And then I'll come back home, bro. I get into my little meditation session. I don't eat till like 2 o'clock.
Yep.
My body really say like, we hungry, bro. Then I'm like, all right, I gotta put something in the tank. But if I'm not, if my girl be like, you hungry? I'm like, it's like a sense I have to feel my body. I'm like, no, not really. She's like, why you ain't eating? I'm like, bro, my body don't need nothing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just for taste sometimes for me. Like, bro, I'm not eating that. Because I know that I'm going to feel wild, too. Like, I'm going to feel wild as ever after I eat that, or I'm going to feel sluggish.
You train yourself, bro. You train yourself to however you want to be. Like, if you like, yo, I only want to eat 2 oranges in the morning, 2 apples at lunch, and some kale greens and cucumbers for dinner.
And it will
Your
work.
body will learn to live off that, and those are healthy choices. Those are living choices. So you're, or on the flip side, just say you like, yo, I want to drink Pepsi and Mountain Dew off. What you need,
Not
like
what
when
you
you
want.
listen to your
Giving
body.
me gems. Yeah.
Yep.
Keep talking, brother.
Just eat what you need and keep it going. Now we overindulge, and then that's when we start to get big, and that's when we start to have skin problems and things like that. Like it's far more than just like weight. It's like skin, teeth, sleep, arteries. You feel what I'm saying? You want the blood.
Because it's really a system.
Yeah, the blood is supposed to flow like water. You feel what I'm saying? The over the half of the body is water. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to do my more due diligence, but like people say, okay, the body's 75% water. Some people say the body's 65% water. Whatever the case may be, that has to flow. And you made a good point on that mucus. Mucus is going to stop everything from flowing.
Stop it, clog it.
Mucus is the number one the transportation to every disease. Like he said, it's the number one. And you know what the thing that causes mucus most? Cheese. Cheese.
Clogging you up.
Clogging you up. That's why you
Keep doing that.
Yup.
When I noticed that when I wouldn't eat a lot, I would do less of that. And I took sea moss a lot. I was doing less of the boys. I was like, yo, and I was like, and then if I ate meat, I would be doing that, hockering up the next day. That's all that mucus from that food in my glands, and you don't even know. It's like, so that's how I know about my own body. Like, I lost so much weight. Right around one point, I was like 165. And I was like, because I wasn't eating meat at all. I was like, bro, I'm not eating that meat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, it was just too much. It was hard for me to eat that for a while, at one point in time. It was like, I can't eat none of that. So I was just like substituting with like just drinking water, shakes, sea moss. And my body now is at the point where I got to train where I don't need food bro. I don't need a lot of meals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even the Muslims is the 1 meal a day. That's their thing. So even they know or is conscious of, your body don't need all that. It just needs its proper thing to function for the day. Yep. It's like, yo, I just need the function, I need the energy, I need the minerals. But, we born in a society where it's like, yo, you making cheese fries, and you got the burgers, you got the hot dogs out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, bro, this is about to murder you right now. And that's why you still.
Like, if it's hot outside, you already know.
And that's why you go to sleep, because your body's working extra hard to process the food.
Yep.
That's what the itis
Made me
is.
stop drinking pop for real, just because I used to be a pop fiend, bro. Like real bad. I stopped around 2016, 17, around that time, and something just told me like you just gonna have to drink juice and water. Because I used to Pepsi, bro, and it was crazy. My mom, my dad used to drink a Pepsi, smoke a cigarette. I ended up starting to do the same thing, drinking a Pepsi. I used to smoke squares, bro. Facts. So I'm about 4 years clean with them now. 4 or 5 years altogether. One day I just sat there with myself. I was just like, I gotta stop smoking these. Looked at my son, and I literally thought about when I was a kid and me sitting in front of my dad, and I just always wanted to be around my dad. My son's the same way. I was like, I can't have him be around me while I'm smoking my cigarettes like this. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting upstairs when I used to smoke, but I was just like, he shouldn't have to go upstairs. He should be able to be around me whenever he wants to. Why am I going to stop something of his enjoyment? You know what I mean? He enjoys being around me. I say, I got to put this out. So I stopped smoking squares. That was the craziest time in life, man.
Beware of your trauma triggers. Beware of your trauma triggers. Like you said, his dad, Pepsi, Square, then he started doing it, and man, beware your trauma triggers. Like, still to this day, every time I go to my mom's house, I go straight to the refrigerator. My mom's a chef. You feel what I'm saying? My mom's a chef. Every time I go, I don't even be hungry. I just go to the refrigerator and open it because it's like automation.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm like, okay, I recognize mom cook and we got this link and bond connection. Mom's food is bomb, but it's not the healthiest.
Yeah.
So I gotta, when I go over mom's and I'm over mom's, I can't be going in the refrigerator every time. You feel, and I'm wearing my trauma triggers. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing. Like
that's a fact, bro. Because meditation, that's where I promise you, bro. When you meditate, I talk about it all the time. It's like when you able to see with your mind and not your eyes. It's different layers in there. And I be going into different layers on meditation. Like that be like feeling wild because like when I'm like in that, and he said focus here. So you focus like here, you really in that trance, and you sitting there, and there's just complete silence. It does something to you, bro. You able to see all everything, your whole life before your eyes, like you was down or something. But it's like you connected to the source because the source is within. It's like you gotta. He said that's what my guru said. He said the only way out is in. And I was like, dang, that's perfectly true because I gotta go. That's good. It's still recording.
Okay.
what was your question, Lay?
Oh yeah, I'm about to ask you. How do you ensure that your gym is a safe and welcoming environment for all clients, regardless of their fitness level or background?
So first of all, I'll get will everybody fill out a PARQ, physical activity readiness. So that gives me all your health information, how tall are you, your weight, your carrier, your provider. It say, do you work out at least 3 days a week? Boom. Whenever you work out, do you feel dizziness? Have you been diagnosed with high blood pressure or anything? Do you take medication on a daily? And it's one more question on there too, but like I give you that first because it's needed, and then too because like I want you to know that you invested in me, I'm invested in you too. So like I'm gonna sit down and read that. Before anybody starts, we're gonna get on the phone and do a consultation. So I'm gonna let you know how to.
I know the process.
Yeah, yep. Yep. I'm gonna let you know how the gym is gonna be, the environment, what we expect. I'm gonna ask you your goals, training history, and I need to dive in a little deep because I gotta know how to deal with you.
Right.
So by them coming, by us creating that rapport right there, that lets them. I feel like that lets them know that, hey, yo, look, okay, we built a rapport. He know a little bit about me. I know a little bit about them, and now that's an initial step, and that's first thing first. That's the platform. But I always tell like the clients, the trainees that I've been there. Okay, we got a new person coming. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, we got somebody coming on to our 6 o'clock. So I like to make everybody feel important. I like to, so, I'm like, okay, we got a new person coming on. Welcome them with open arms.
That's hard.
Welcome them with open arms. And I started to turn the trainees that been in there, now they are teaching now. You feel what I'm saying? So I might have 6 people in the room, 1 set of eyes. I had an assistant for a while, but her schedule just, she had work and school. Her schedule got discombobulated, but I'm gonna hit on that real quick before I hit on the rest of the question, man. If you are running a business, it's great to have an assistant. My assistant and I, we would sit and study. She really cared about people, and when people had problems and stuff, like they didn't always have to gravitate towards me.
They gravitate
towards her. And then me and her would sit down and have a conversation. I'm like, okay, what's the best solution for them? And we got a compound lift chart. We gonna calculate the squat. The squat is like the squat is the most important exercise. Squat is our foundation right there. We're gonna calculate the squat. We're gonna calculate the deadlift. We're gonna calculate the overhead press. We're gonna calculate the bench press. That's our core 4 right there. So we calculate all of those 4. When you get in, you got a weight sheet. every week by week, I'm writing down your numbers. Okay, you squatted 140 last week, because the program, especially for novices coming in, is always strength specific. Training is strength specific in general,
Right.
but as human beings, that's the most general thing that we have is strength. So if that's the most, to get out the bed, we need strength. To go up the steps, we need strength. To push somebody, we need strength. To not be pushed, we need strength. So we always start off building strength because it's the most general thing, and strength does this to every other area. It disperses in every other. When you get stronger, you get faster. When you get stronger, your mental fortitude gets stronger. When you get stronger, you get more stability.
Yeah.
You don't get faster and not make you lift more weights. No, you lift more weights and that makes you faster. You don't go outside and jump every day and get stronger. No, you get stronger, then you go jump higher. You feel what I'm saying? So strength does like this to every area. So that's why everybody comes and starts strength. But you know, I always welcome and receive everybody with open arms. I will always show them around the gym, let them know what we're gonna be doing. Like a lot of the stuff is all the stuff is done before they even come in the gym. Like, okay, this is what you can expect. Here's your dietary and nutritional guide, suggestion guide. Because unless you are a registered dietitian, you can't really say, hey, yo, look, that's why you can't say, hey, look, this is your meal plan. You can't make a meal plan for somebody legally unless you are a registered dietitian. Okay. So that's why you gotta put out there and say, here, this is your suggestion guide.
This is what you could.
Yeah.
This is what I'm not gonna tell you prefer, but this is what will work, maybe.
Yeah. But we get on that phone and I give them the real deal because look, you study and experience. You see people follow. Look, when you see people follow that plan, you just be like, wow, you followed everything that I said, and look at you. You was 185 pounds of flab, now you getting 6-pack abs, and your squat is up 55 pounds, your deadlift is up 80 pounds. You feel what I'm saying? Your endurance is up, you can last longer, and you got better mobility, better stability, and you're getting the eye and feel for everything that's going on. So like I always do everything pre-hand, so whenever you come to the gym, it's just performance from there because we there to perform. I don't have time to, while we in there, we can get on the phone or side talk or sit down and talk, but when we here, it's time to perform.
Time to get it on.
So it's hard for me to be like, oh man, how was your son today? I know you said he was acting up in school.
Facts.
We can't do that. It's time to perform. We could talk about Sunny Boy later. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I really just try to get to know everybody and just really try to make them comfortable. And you got to treat people different. Like Dre might come in the gym. I'm like, man, what's up? We pushing each other around. Man, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You feel what I'm saying? Some ladies or some fellas, you got to come to the gym. Man, what's going on? How was your day?
Ain't nothing on that.
Yeah, so it's a real life skill to know how to deal with people. It's
cultivating the people.
Yeah, it's
you in training though. That's God's training.
Appreciate that, bro.
That's
You
what
gotta
you're
have
doing,
social skills, man.
He's trying to teach you that so that way when he take you to the next level, you got 100,000 people like, God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You're like, man, I've been training you since back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's how he set you up every time. I noticed that because even with every situation I ever been in, I'm like, man, you was already training me for this level. You just gotta look at the past and be like, where was you at a few years ago? Just like you said, you was like, I had the best trainers. You got the experience, the best trainers. So you know exactly what it looks like for a person to have the best trainer. And they're getting that out of you now from something that you experienced years ago. Yep. So that's God just setting you up, though.
Yeah, man. Man, appreciate that, bro. And those social skills is important, bro. Like, people be like, oh, I'm this way all the time. I don't care. It's like, bro, you like social, you like some social skills. Because I'm not going to act the same way around grandma than I act around my boys sometimes. My boys and I be cutting up sometimes, you feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, around elder or grandma. You feel what I'm saying? Just tone it down a little bit. You got to be able to do that, even in business. Like there's sometimes with some people you got to be aggressive. Okay, I got to be aggressive with you, and there's sometimes you just got to be a little more soft spoken, a little more welcoming, and you know, just reasoning. You can't lack those social skills, and man, that's good. And just being around other trainers like Club Elevation. Y'all know where Club Elevation is on North Braddock Ave. Clay Moorfield, OJ Macklin.
Okay.
Yeah, they're other trainers in Pittsburgh. After I left the strip district, I started training over there, man, and I got a whole lot of game from them, man. Probably the most two successful trainers in Pittsburgh. Club Elevation, man. Okay. OJ Macklin and Clay Moorfield, man. Dog, big ups to them. They really like molded me to getting like better and just putting the icing on the cake for my game and just teaching me like, you know, O gave me the books to study. Clay will always just throw bones at me. Clay was, you know, real heavy on the business game, punctual, on time. Look, Clay's session don't start till 4 o'clock. Clay got everything set up by 3:40. He got everything set up. He's sitting there. Ain't nobody even came in yet. He ready. He ready. He
gotta always stay ready.
Yup. He got the remote in his hand. Look, y'all, we got this. This is 9. I'm gonna demonstrate it. Beep. His classes start 5 minutes early every day. His clients know that because you only gonna be as good as your leader. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, Clay would have people train with him for like, they've been training with Clay for like 5-6 years. If you can get a client in the fitness game for 5 years, dog, you're doing something right. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, you got them locked in, and you give them tremendous value right there.
Absolutely.
Yup. And like I say, you only as good as your leader, man. He's just like training, studying, master exercise, mastermind. He can speak it very well, and like as far as like the training game, like how to train people, like
Put that work in.
oh man, I would just sit there and watch him.
Dope.
Yeah, and
Super fucking dope.
yeah. Shout out Club Elevation, man. They got the sauce and the juice.
Let me ask you this: what are the most common mistakes that you see people make when they starting a fitness program, and how do you help them overcome them challenges?
A lot of people are misinformed on training, and I was too, but a lot of people overtrain. I say that because it's like people will be like, okay, I'm getting back into the gym. I did 4 sets of 12 of this, 4 sets of 12 of that, 4 sets of 12 of that, 4 sets of 12 of that. I'm like, bro, that's too much volume. It's too much volume in order for you to grow. So look, if I got out on the court today and I ran 6 games today, you think I'm running 6 games tomorrow? No, I'm not running 6 games tomorrow.
Broke it down.
So the linear progressions. You first of all, the one most common thing is people not attacking the strength. Strength is the most general and common thing we have as human beings. So we want to attack the strength. And we specifically want to do that through our core 4. We specifically want to do that through squatting. We want to do that through deadlifting, bench pressing, and overhead pressing. Everything else in your gym life is going to go like, if you focus on those core 4, your press, your 2 presses, your pull, which is your deadlift, and your squat. The squat is going to be the foundation because you can recruit so many motor units. You recruit so much muscle mass and so many motor units throughout your squat. So people get a lot of volume, and when you get too much volume, you can't recover from that. Okay. And not attacking the core 4, not attacking the squat, the deadlift, overhead press, and
would you explain real quick, like what you mean when too much volume you can't recover from that? Like
too many reps.
Too many reps. Okay.
Too many reps doing too much.
Okay.
Burning yourself out.
Yep.
That's kind of what my trainer be telling me. Is like basically you ain't supposed to be in the gym for no 2 hours, nothing like that. You're only supposed to be there for like a good 30 minutes to really get the real workout that you're trying to really get.
And I would say technique. Technique. Like,
Oh, that's a big factor.
It's technique. Like a lot of people be putting in that work, but if you don't hit those muscles and if you don't hit those intended targets and those muscles through the specific movement pattern that you're supposed to do, it's gonna be hard to grow, or you're gonna be
Waste of time.
Yep.
Waste of time.
Or like just say, okay, people do a lot of squats, but people don't use their hamstrings in squat, or people don't know how to use their hamstrings in a squat. So they are working a whole lot of anterior of the body and not enough posterior. Now you create a muscle imbalance, just simply because you are misinformed about the squat.
Damn, bro.
So
that's crazy.
The form got to be everything.
Yep.
Yo, I thought I had my routine, about to go back to the gym, bro. Wow. That's crazy, and I say that because I've never thought that you had to be in the gym for 2 hours either. So my plan was, I do the I bench press, I do shoulder the shoulder flies. I ain't gonna lie, I don't squat, but I do the calves, the legs for the machine for the calves. But I do 3 sets of everything, and I'm in there and I'm out in like it's the most is 45 minutes. But I thought that for me personally, I thought that would be that's how I get myself back into, to build myself up. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that, like you said, those 4 cores is what you really need to work on through the strength, and everything else would, kind of like fall into place.
Yep.
That's new. That's
yeah. Work your core for everything else will fall into place. So you bench press and you do your shoulder flies and calf raises, and now like something that you want to implement is your pulling now. Your pull and press ratio got to be the same, or what's going to happen? That rotator cuff is going to go like this. One dude, a guy that I work with, one of the coaches that I work with, because I do the strength and conditioning program for the high school, Clarion High School, he doing push-ups and bench press all day, and I'm like, Coach, you got to get your pulls in. Next thing you know, a couple months later, shoulder, because it got to be even distribution. You got a uniform distribution. You got to press at an equal amount of press. You got an equal amount of pull. You feel what I'm saying? Or you're gonna create the muscle imbalance. You're gonna have a strong anterior. Because I know people that be like, I don't do back. I just do front.
I definitely do back. You gotta do all that.
You gotta do that.
Your back make your shit stronger for you to push. I noticed that with my back. Like when I got my back stronger, I was able to push the weight up. And I was like way more stronger. I'm like, oh, okay, that back definitely count for you. Because when you really bench press, it's like that curve in your back, so you can push with your full chest. I'm getting stronger. But like you said, I don't really work on my core because I got a pinched nerve in my back. But as far as like the bench press, that's how I know I'm getting stronger. Is when I'll put extra weight on. I'll know. I'll go 15, 12, 8, 4, and then failure. So I know, like, I'll drop 50% of the weight on the last one and then go to failure. That's how I'm learning, like. And then I'll know, like, my core strength. Like, I'm definitely getting strong as hell. Like.
Yeah. And it depends on your goals, too. It depends on your goals. If you want to get stronger, like, I recommend strength because that's the most general thing we have. And I said, look, once you get stronger, everything else is just going to blossom. So, it depends on what your goals are, and that's going to be how you attack your routine. Just say you like, hey, yo, look, I'm not really focused on the strength aspect. I want to build muscle because there's a difference between building strength and building muscle. Yep. You like, okay, I just want to build muscle, and I want some endurance. I want my wind. I want to build muscle, and I want to be explosive. You don't have to train on a strength program if you want to build muscle and be explosive, or you just say I want to boost my intensity. Like, I want to be able to do intense bouts, like interval style training, say 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I want to be able to do intense bouts, and I want to boost my intensity because that's just my goal. It depends on what your goal is as far as training. And like I was saying, like with the uniform distribution, making sure that you hit everything all across the board. Like if you hit your bench press, okay, you're hitting the press this way. And then now you hit your overhead press, you're hitting the press this way. And if you do it right, it's gonna hit all the muscles in the upper body and all the in the front and the back. And that's why when you press up, you press your head through. And the barbell should look like it's over top of your back of your neck. But those traps back there, those traps have to work. Those rear delts have to work in the back of your shoulder. So now you're working, and your pecs have to work. So now you're working the full upper body, front and back. And then when you come down from your overhead press, guess what's stabilizing? Your lats. So you don't slam it down on your chest.
That's crazy.
You
There's a
feel
workout that I do with the little joint when you pull the string joint.
Yep.
For the lats, you gotta flap them up and then pull the thing down, like pull it straight down to the ground. Like that joint, I be feeling them joints, but that's for all this. Dude, like I hit the chest, the pull joints down, and then lats, like all in one day. Like his routine is crazy, but I be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, you right.
Yep. Muscle engagement is, and that's why it's good to like study or get a coach, because sometimes you like, all right, I'm about to do this exercise, but it's like you really don't have the knowledge on how to engage the muscle. You like, okay, what muscles am I using to complete this exercise, and how do I implement them? Like just on our pulls or deadlift or stiff leg deadlifts or regular deadlifts, like knowing how to implement the hamstrings. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing how to implement the core. And Dre, you was like, I really don't do core because I got a pinched nerve. It's like you do core in everything you do. Getting down and hitting like knee tucks and leg crunches, those are not the best form of core. Your core works more whenever you are squatting down. If you know how to use it, your core works more whenever you are deadlifting. Your core works more whenever you are doing a bent over row. You feel what I'm saying? And more than likely, you're doing more resistance on the exercise. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to utilize it and utilize it and make it make sense. You feel
I've been
what I'm
doing
saying?
these like therapy stretches.
Great.
I have to do them now, like, and I noticed that for the pinched nerve, like, to really get my body mobilized. And now it's like, stretching is definitely important as hell. Like, you're supposed to really stretch before and after your workout, so your muscles could really get that. You know what I mean? So it could really stretch itself out. But yeah, you definitely right. You know what you're talking about though. You saying the same thing my trainer be telling me. I be like, yo, you saying the same exact shit he be saying. I be looking on the app, sending me the stuff. I be like,
you can tell the difference too when you don't stretch after or you don't stretch before.
I stretch in the sauna too.
That next day, that shit be
I love
crazy.
it.
Crazy as hell.
Like
I
if you
remember
rushing
them days
it.
where you could just hoop.
You be hurt
Go
now.
out there, bro. Just going out there. I don't need no stretch, bro. I remember them days, bro. Like,
Full court.
I didn't feel that like, them niggas is old as hell out there stretching. Niggas don't need no stretching. Nigga, we about to get it in.
If you ain't no kid, your body don't move like that no more. We older, like, we just doing the work and stuff like that. Like, so you gotta think about it. Kids is you moving around like, well, they doing whatever. They hopping off couches. Like.
Backflips. You woke up 10 minutes ago. You get backflip right now. You just woke up.
You can't do that when
You
you
ain't
go to
brush
the
your
gym,
teeth?
man.
Yeah, just start flipping.
You're gonna hurt yourself. You get right up trying to, I'm going to the gym. You don't stretch when you get in there. You don't stretch when you wake up. You don't stretch before you leave.
The best way,
Bro, that's why I don't rush no more. I can't, if I'm trying to rush, bro, it's all bad, bro.
You said, do I do the rows?
Yeah, the little wheel with the for your abs. That's strong for the core too.
Yeah,
I do them a lot, but motherfucker, I remember I couldn't do them at all.
I just
I'm
got
sure,
one of
but
those.
somebody seen me do that. It's like, how did you do them? I was like, bro, it took me time. Like,
bro, I gotta put on knee pads.
for real?
Hurt yourself?
Well, it might not be this. I got that little.
It is hurt as hell. Like.
It's a, no, that shit's old as hell, I think, because it's like a wheel with the handles on and you got to be on your knees.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, bro. That's what my knees be.
Yeah, bro.
I literally got knee pads for that.
You need some
Just
sea
for
moss,
that,
like
bro.
Dr. Sabi said. No, he said sea moss help them knees be strong, bro.
Remember, you see that video where
I
he
got
fell
hard,
off?
like, damn. Carpet,
Like,
bro.
he old as hell fell on them knees.
And he's like 6'5". He was cool.
I'm like, oh yeah, that sea moss
Like,
don't
I
work.
know you feel me, bro. That shit be hurting.
fell on the ground and got up.
I'm like, yeah.
Nigga, I got knee pain, bro. I went right to Home Depot, bro. I was
Bro
like, I
got me
need
crying.
these
Oh
just
my
for that,
God.
bro.
Oh, he got the workers joints. As soon as he said that, I thought about people that be laying Corbin. He ain't go to Dixon get him. He went to Home Depot and got the knee pads.
That's all I need because I'm in construction.
Okay.
I gotta get these knee pads just for
Yeah,
that. It ain't gonna
Corbin out here rolling the carpet, bro.
Oh my God.
I see people follow their stomachs when they got that roller, bro. I be like, they can't do it. They be like, oh, you be like, damn, bro, you can't do that. Like, it's definitely real because if you ain't did it in a minute, it definitely is real. But it's like it's stronger than strength than your core, though.
Yeah, that's definitely the ab roller is definitely great because it uses all of these muscles and contagious to your core abdominals. You're gonna use shoulders, you're gonna use lats, you're gonna use forearms, and that's how our body works. Look, you ain't gonna never get out there and try to shovel some snow and just use straight core. You ain't gonna get out there and go pick up go on a moving job and use straight core. Nah, whenever you are using your core, you are also using your arm. Like a daily living activity, you pick up your clothes hamper, you're gonna use your core, you're gonna use your shoulders. So we gotta train how we live, which is full body. We live full body, now we gotta train full body. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta train like we do in our daily living activities. You bend over and pick up something every day.
Right.
That's a deadlift. You sit down and stand up every day. That's a squat. You feel what I'm saying? You grab something out the counter. You grab something off the top of the refrigerator or the counter every day. That's an overhead press. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta train how we live. We never live using one body part. You never just grab something and put it here with one arm. No. So like, and that's just contagious to how we train. What was I about to say? I don't even know. I don't even know.
Last question before we get up out of here, though. For anybody that's pursuing the career that they want to train people, you know, and working out and trying to just be better as a person, like what's some advice that you would give that person if they're trying to start their own gym right now? And, you know, they feeling a little discouraged. They're like, man, I want to train people. I know some knowledge, but like, how do I get like started in that?
So first thing I would do is I would get around some people, some successful trainers. That's the first thing. Before you even read a book, I would get experience. And I would say that because now you can get a feel for what's going on. You get a feel for people. Whenever you're a trainer, you can't just be no good trainer. You got to be good with people. Like I said, you got to have good social skills. You got to know how to work a room. So find out what you want to do. Like if you like, I want to do group training, or I want to do one-on-one training, or I want to do online training. Find somebody before you pick up a book. Like, find somebody and go train with them. Before you be a good trainer, you gotta be a dog trainee. You cannot teach any. You gotta be a dog trainee. That's the first thing first.
Okay.
To be a good trainer, you gotta be a dog trainee. I'm talking about you gotta go through the process of your numbers going up, getting strong, being aggressive. You gotta go through failures. You gotta go through like, oh dang, I should have only went up 5 pounds that set. I should have only went up 5 pounds that set, but I went up 10 and I failed. You got to go through these things like just like any other round. You got to go through the heat. You got to go through the fire, and then you're gonna reap the benefits. So you got to be a dog trainee. You got to learn, be a dog trainee, and then you got to start studying how to teach. So that's the first thing I would do. If I just being a trainer. Or being a trainer, first be a dog trainee. And learn, step 1, be a dog trainee from a good trainer. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, you a successful trainer, people are coming to you, and you reaping results, I'm gonna be a dog trainee under you.
Okay.
After that, after you be a dog, learn as much as you can as that dog trainee, and then now you start like being a mentee to how to teach, because you can be a dog trainee and a terrible coach. So you got to start learning how to teach and deal with people and teach. Like when I first started training, I was a dog trainee, but I wasn't no good coach because I didn't really know how to teach and facilitate. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, Kobe might have been we might vouch like Kobe might, rest in peace Kobe. Kobe might have been the best player, but who knows if he'd have been a good coach. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. LeBron, arguably right now the best player. Who knows if he'll be a good coach? Right. So it's like you got to know how to distribute the message, and break things down. Boom, that's step 2. So be a dog trainee and learn as much as you can as a trainee. Boom, step 2, be a mentee under a good coach. After that, step 3, in the midst of that, in the midst of being a dog mentee under a good coach, study. I got 2 books for y'all to study. Starting Strength. That is that elevated my game so much. Starting Strength by Mark Ripito. Okay. Strength Guru. Advanced. Mark Boyle. Advanced and Functional Training by Mike Boyle. Michael Boyle. Advanced and Functional Training and Starting Strength by Mark Ripito. You read those 2 books. Those are gonna. Mike Boyle is more like an athletic trainer, sports, but you can factor that athletes are in the best shape and they can move the best. So you got to factor that into the general population of people. Mark Ripito, he's going to show you how to build strength like no other and teach you how scientifically to a T on how to do it. And he just gives you the best methods. So I read those 2 books and it elevated my game so much. And yeah, it was great. So be a dog trainee, be a mentee to a good trainer, and study at the same time. After that, hop into the fire. Start after you acquired your knowledge, and after you've been a dog trainee, and then you've been a mentee and acquire your knowledge, hop into the fire. And in the midst of that time too, I'm not even gonna say it, because people gonna say get your certification. Dog, that certification ain't teach me nothing. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. It just gives you the piece of paper, just
certification, basically.
Just like high school, like just like a diploma. It really didn't teach. Now it taught me a few things as far as like when people come in the gym, make sure you have a first aid kit. All right, okay, yeah. It gave you that basic setup, but my certification. But you want to get that. Because some people will ask for it, especially if you want to go work a job. Say you like, I want to go work at Crunch Fitness. They gonna want to see that certification. But if you want to start your own business, look, bro, I've been in business 5 years. Ain't nobody seen my certification one time. Ain't nobody asked to see it, because once we get on the phone and they hear me speak and they come to the gym and they see me facilitate, they like, okay.
The work speak for itself.
The work speak, and they see the results. And I'll get on YouTube or I'll get on Instagram. 5 steps to the deadlift. This is why I feel like the overhead press is better than the bench press. And it sounds logical. It is logical, and we've seen people reap results from it. So you want to get your certification. That's probably like, I'll say 3rd or 4th step. But I say you learning the game. Look, if you start learning the game and you start putting information out there and you start training people like, yo, this is what I do. Nobody's going to say, who you get your cert through?
Yeah, they ain't going to say that.
Nobody's going to ask you that. People that ask you who get your cert through, people that got certs, because they just want to fill out your process. And a lot of the people ain't. And people that got their certs know that cert
don't mean nothing.
They know that cert don't mean nothing. So we want to be a dog trainee under a good trainer, and then we want to learn under that trainer and be a mentee to start coaching. And in the midst of being coach, get those books. So now I'm getting those, and now I'm learning, hands-on, and I'm learning from the books at the same time. And then after that, that's when we want to, okay, all right, this is what I want to do. I'm going to hop on and start training people, and I'm going to get my certification. People going to tell you to get your certification first. You're going to waste a whole lot of time you could have experienced. I would say get your certification. After you figure out, okay, this is what I really want to do, I'm going to get my certification. If you want to start a business, you might want to do it sooner if you want to go work at LA or Crunch or Planet Fitness. Right. If you want to go work for the corporate world. And yeah, but I ain't trying to shit on them or nothing. But like, some of my trainees, they went to Planet Fitness and got trainers, and they went to LA Fitness and got trainers. They went to Crunch and got trainers. Ask them who they learned more from. Ask them who they reaped a better result from. You feel what I'm saying? And they know when they be like, damn, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I'm studying, and not the certification. I went deep diving in those books. That OJ told me to get. I was like, yo, bro, because he seen my training game was a little off when I came here. I was just doing everything that I learned from strength and conditioning. I was a dog trainee, but I wasn't no dog coach. It's a difference. So I'm a dog trainee, but I ain't no dog. And those turned me into a real live dog coach. And then once I become a real live dog coach, you feel I'm still a student though. I always classify myself as a student because soon as you start labeling yourself as a master, you stop learning. You think you on top of everything, and nah.
Plateau.
Yeah, but I would, you know, say the work speak for itself, and I'm glad to be in this position, and I love what I do, and you know, I'm continue to change lives. So, you know, let's go over those steps again. So y'all forget, hey, yo, be a dog trainee first and foremost. Be a dog trainee. Second, get under a coach, get under a good coach, and be a mentee. While you being a mentee, get the books and be a mentee. Third, hop in the fire, get your experience, get your certification.
Now y'all done heard from the best, man, Coach Rob.
One more thing. We was talking about the sea moss. This was still lingering in my mind. Black seed oil. That will.
I be trying to tell people all that. A lot of people don't know about that. Black seed oil.
Black seed oil, that will release. That what it did for me is release the pain from my joints and the inflammation from my body. A lot of people that exercise heavy get a lot of pain in their joints and a lot of inflammation in their body. It wiped all that out. And what else it did? It wiped my sinuses out, and it wiped my allergies. I had bad allergies. I had bad allergy. I took some black seed oil, and it was May. It was the springtime. Dog, those allergies, I ain't have an allergy problem until a month later after just taking it. You feel what I'm saying? Just like twice a week. You don't want to take it like 4 or 5 times a week. That thing's strong. Like it's something.
Like 500 milligrams. Well, I take the gel caps, but I haven't took them in a while, but I know about them. But the gel caps, they're like 500 milligrams per capsule, and they tell you can take like 10 in a day. So like they add up to high milligrams for sure.
I appreciate y'all.